But I'm a boy. Is it? Do you know what? In relation to that, you know what this is? The best soda known to mankind. Absolutely, hands down, the best. It's a Shirley Temple. The best. Hands down. Hands down. Undoubtedly. Oh yeah, I do. It's not the same without it. Yes, it's red, and I'm an idiot. So okay. Oh, okay, gotcha. I was unaware. We do have several things to talk about today. It's a nice cup. Um, First things first. We need to do shots because I need one. I need one. And I'm lined up. I'm lined up this time for one. I'm pretty impressed with myself. I don't know if you experience this on the daily or not on the daily every year, but every year I have a grandparent who always gets me underwear and a grandparent that always gets me socks. When I was a kid, I hated it. I was like, this is so fucking lame. As an adult, I look forward to getting that free pair of underwear and socks every goddamn year. And now they started adding towels into the mix, and it's been amazing. So the people that give quote unquote crappy gifts, this one's to you. Giving essentials is what it's all about. God bless. I'm drinking very sweet tequila. Am I? I wonder if it's the mic or the internet. Hmm. Oh nuts. I love that. So Holly's grandma passed away recently, and that's something we took. We didn't take heirlooms, but we took like cups and bowls and pots and stuff like that, and it's cool. I know when my grandparents pass, there's a rooster. It's a cookie jar rooster, ceramic. And I got dibs on that fucking rooster. But I remember growing up sneaking into that rooster to get Chips Ahoy cookies. It's a very specific rooster, and I got eternal dibs. And weirdly enough, I have dibs on my grandmother's phone number. Bet you didn't know you could do that. Well, so she's had the number since they've had the house since the 70s. See? So my grandparents have had it since it was a rotary phone. So, like, everyone in the family has that number memorized. So I want it. When they go, I want the phone. What do you. Is that more eggnog? The number. The phone number. Okay. What's. That's gotta be like 500 calories a glass. Jesus Christ. The having whipping cream alone. I guess that's fair. Yeah, all right. I mean, I've definitely drank a treat. Yeah, that's fair. It's not hot enough. That's not a bad thing by any standard. That's not a bad thing. Hold on. I'm gonna see if this helps. Sorry. For me, you're perfectly fine. On my end, like I can see the delay, but I don't like there is no delay. It's just yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's like talking on a sat phone. You know, say. In any case, it's it's been a good Christmas for us. We've had a good time, and I know like I don't know about you, but as an adult, I don't ask for things for Christmas, right? There's like if I want something, I'll typically buy it for myself. So all of my family members wanted like an idea of something that we would want, and so Holly and I both doubled down and we said camping equipment. And Jesus Christ, do we have camping equipment now? I'm so fucking stoked. Okay. It's the delay. It's making me laugh. I'll finish my sentence and you'll just look at it. It's so bad. Wow. I wonder why. That's so weird. It's like a good 4 seconds after I say something, you're just staring. It's like talking to a demented out patient. It just I don't know if it's me because everything's smooth on my end. That's a little weird. That is weird. Yeah, it's smooth as can be. Your quality's great. My quality's great. I don't know what it is. That's weird. Well, Matt, tell me about your Christmas. Tell me about your Christmas traditions. What kind of trouble you guys get into? You've got two young kids, so I'm interested. I need ideas. Okay. So I've never had one. Hell yeah! They don't care. Yeah. Yeah, I want to hear them. it was it was very fun. I participated one year. It was awesome. Yeah. Well, and I bet you did, and I bet you he never forgot about it. I remember my uncle would sneak me beers, mixed drinks. Like he would go in and make himself a Jack and Coke, and he'd make me one too. And like my parents would ask, and this was when I was a teenager. They'd ask like, "Hey, what's in that cup?" And my uncle would be like, "Oh no, don't worry, I got it." And made sure it was just Coke. And and it was like a half and half. Like my uncle was a baller. Yeah. And he also taught me how to drink responsibly, though. Oh, this was so before I joined the military. I was actually a very responsible drinker. Believe it or not, I was incredibly responsible with drinking. I definitely can because I definitely did. It's peer pressure. It's peer pressure, and yeah, like I would only drink on special occasions. That was a good night. Yeah, I've had three of those, and one of them was with Grant actually. Nah, that was yeah, yeah. Now I don't get mad at you for going to bed though. I'm like, yeah, okay, see you later, buddy. That's fair. I don't know. It's alcohol's just great, but the hangovers are lasting longer, so I don't think I have much left in me. Going at going at the speed that I've been going, it's a little much sometimes. You know what I mean? Like well, 2 weeks ago, forgot what I did, but I went hard in the paint, and maybe even longer than 2 weeks. But mhm, show it. Oh, damn, that is badass. Wow. Jesus, that's yeah. No, actually, that no, nope. I didn't know that. That was a genuine reaction. Is it a Rambler? Oh, okay. That's really cool. Okay, yeah. That's pretty cool. Oh, it's a sugar skull. Yeah, it's Barry Diaz de los Metos. Like that's Day of the Dead skull. Those are fucking pretty nice. That's a pretty cool gift. It's about the little things, like the more sentimental things. I've learned. Like my nephews, I bought them $200 each worth of Pokemon cards. So they're just fucking ripping packs. I mean, it's something they can enjoy. It bought them like an hour's worth of time. Damn, I bet you he freaked out. Yeah, yeah, I could see that. He'd buy a lot. I believe it. I believe it. Hmm. Yep. And it'll last longer than some of those toys will too. He's a boy. I mean, yeah, they could be 40 and still playing Fortnite. No, it's. I wish my parents had done something like that when I was a kid. They did, however. My parents always came in clutch every year. They bought me a 1 year renewal on my Xbox Live subscription every year for Christmas. So I never had to worry about it. And that was the only way to play with friends. There was nothing free. You had to pay for everything. So that was awesome. Yeah, same. I do the Ultimate Game Pass now as an adult, but like back then, that was gold. Ooh. And I bet you they fucking loved it. Hmm. What gift did he freak out over this year then? Oh, okay. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. Actually, that's a pretty fucking great thing. Oh, well, I mean, yeah. I mean, it's the vibe right now for kids. Unfortunately, that's the way the world is. And your kids are. I would consider your kids very like I wouldn't say monitored, but very controlled in what they consume and how often and how long they spend in technology. Because there's kids out there that do like every day 12 hours video games and YouTube, and it's addictive to their little brains. Hmm. You did. You did. It went into the horizon. You should have honestly put an address on that plane. Poor kid. I'm sure he was devastated. The pain, the hurt, the pain. Did you know that if you have drones too big, that you have to like follow air traffic control laws? So we have a because it's sort of relevant. We have a guy. He's a flight engineer, and he'll jump. He works at the wing, so he's not with our unit, but he'll jump on our OSTs, which when we go like to nice places or wherever. Super cool guy. Love hanging out with him. But he'll bring his drone, and he because he's a flight engineer, he's also a pilot. Like he has that on the side, just like a PPA private pilot's license, and he'll bring his drone, and he has to like, coordinate with the ATC towers in wherever we're at. He had to do it in St. Croix and everything. I thought that was really interesting. Like it's a very good intro to flying. Mm-hmm. Probably. I didn't look in too far in depth in it, but have you ever thought? And this is just me. I thought about this the other day, because like your boys aren't in Boy Scouts; they're in wrestling. They have their extracurricular curriculars. But have you ever thought about putting them into like Civil Air Patrol? So they think of that as Boy Scouts, but for the Air Force. And oh, yeah, I mean, okay, it's not like it's you get together and stuff, but at the end of it, you come out of it with your private pilot's license. And technically, you can fly a plane at 14, by the way, too, if you didn't know that. It can be, but it also doesn't have to be. It depends on the program. Like, if you have, because like here in San Antonio, we have pilots that just go, because their kids are in it, right? So they pay for, like, the plane to be there. All the kids do it at once. They pay for the plane to be there. They do their own instructor times. You have to pay for that, and they pay for the fuel. So it's just something like, it just depends on where you're at. So, like, we have a 17-year-old who's he has his PPL before he graduated high school. So just something out there that a lot of people don't know about. It's cool. It's cool if you like planes, right? If you like flying, if that's something that you want to do, great way to get yourself into it. If not, then I mean, don't do it. Like, do you have a base around you? Then you have one. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah, all bases have them. Air Force bases, not any other bases, but Air Force bases. It's DoD funded. Like it's a whole initiative and it's a whole thing. It helps brainwash the kids early to be pilots. Well, it's just something cool because I've been considering getting my PPL because the post 9/11 GI Bill will pay for it, but it's just it's only a hobby for me. I'm not going to use that for a job. Denver, Denver to Atlanta 72 times in one day. No, pass. Although I could be Taylor Swift's like private pilot. I wouldn't mind that. Those guys make buku money, but they're like on call 24/7 because T Swizzle wants some Wendy's. I'm about to say Frosty. Yeah. Oh, so my brother's Christmas was ruined. Adrian, he got sick. Well, I have two. So why not? Well, they're both my brothers. Oh, that makes me sad now. I appreciate the observation. Which by the way, Carlos moved to Round Rock, which is an hour away. So I'm gonna be seeing a lot more of him. He's not in the Border Patrol. He's not in the Border Patrol. No, he's a DPS state trooper. He's captain of a boat team, or he was. That's why you would think that. But he's a DPS state trooper, and his wife got a job in Austin because she's also a DPS state trooper. And so they moved to Round Rock, hour away. It was awesome. They were there for this Christmas. It was super cool. He brought donuts. I loved it. But Junior got he has influenza A, but he also got a stomach bug at the same time, and was it's influenza A is more of a respiratory. It can overlap into it, but we're thinking because the gastritis and everything. He is the only motherfucker I know who enjoys eating at Burger King. So guess where he ate right before he got sick? I hope not, because he'll eat there like once a week at minimum. He loves it. It's probably one time too many, actually. That's fair. That would have been great for McDonald's. Really? Oh, I love McDonald's. Breakfast McDonald's too, specifically? Oh, absolutely. Always hits, never misses. What? Did you get the bowl? Oh, those are gross. Biscuits are gross. Biscuits are gross. I mean, yeah, yeah, no, don't get biscuits from anywhere because biscuits suck. But also, if you go to Chick Fil A for breakfast, get the bowl, and or they do it in a burrito too. They do both. I like the bowl. It feels like more because you get a little side of hash browns. Throw the hash browns in the fucking bowl, mix it up, and it comes with a picante salsa packet. Not hot, very savory, very tomatoey, very delicious. Throw that bitch in there, mix it up. Ooh, that's worth it. That's a good breakfast because it's got Chick Fil A nuggets in it. So you got eggs, nuggets, and hash browns. We don't have that here. But also, if I'm gonna go get breakfast, I'll go to a hole in the wall Mexican restaurant, get homemade tortillas with breakfast tacos. I'm coming to appreciate Mexican food more and more because I'm not with my family as much anymore. So to get the flavors that I want, I so in the past like 3 months, I think I come home and I do the podcast, but I'm usually home maybe 3 days out of the week. If not, I'm at Holly's or I'm here or it's like how it used to be when I first started flying. I was never home. I was working way too much, or with EMS working too much, and that's why my parents like it because I'm never there, you know. But the best breakfast right now available to you, fast food wise, is the McDonald's steak bagel. Oh yeah, it's peak, scrumptious, delicious. Just like a circle bread. Oh, I need meat. I need meat for my breakfast. Me neither. Well, now that I've been getting up early for work, I've started getting hungry at like 8 or 9 o'clock. I'm up at like 5:30, 6 o'clock. 8 or 9 rolls around. Well, I'm fucking hankering. Tell you what, it just depends. And then all these little Mexican restaurants, I gotta be real careful because that's why San Antonio's so big, realistically. All these Mexican restaurants. It's the flour tortillas alone, like the carbs. You know what I mean? They're dense, they're big. Like it adds up. Gotta be careful. I do. Yeah, you did rub off on me a little bit on that. I've been kind of interested in it, but I haven't had the time. So I have an airman, and she makes sourdough, but she actually sells it. She goes, all she does is the reserves, school, which is great, right? Go off, queen. And then her and her husband do a farmers market every weekend, and she sells sourdough loaves. And she has like different ones, like with different flavors and stuff. But she makes a lot of money doing it apparently, because people like know that she's there, go there, and they get their bread for like the week. and then they'll like ask for her number so they can, like middle of the week ask for a specific loaf or whatever. And then with it, she also does sourdough pancakes. And I was hesitant on it. And I tried it, and I was like, oh fuck, that's scrumptious. It's very thick, yes. It's very, but it still has the tang to it. It's good enough to eat just on its own without syrup. Yeah, I've had really dense waffles. Then maybe I haven't. Maybe I haven't. Maybe I've just had. Oh, yeah, okay. Then I don't think I have then, because if I'm eating somewhere fancy for breakfast, eggs Benedict every day. Hmm. That's pretty close. You're just missing the holidays, honestly. But that's such a pain in the ass to make. True. But poached eggs are. I'd rather have an egg fried in oil. Let's be honest. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds real good. I mean, it's not terrible for you. Yes. Yeah. The whole thing. So my girlfriend's dad is on the carnivore diet, which he's lost over 100 pounds now on the carnivore diet, and so I hear that a lot. Like I hear a lot of this stuff a lot, and I used to not believe in fad diets, but that man kind of turned me around on it because he's been over a year, I think, on it, like off all of his medication. He's like he's spry. We're doing stuff like together, and he's active, and he hasn't changed his lifestyle at all. Like he has not changed a thing besides he only eats meat and eggs. It's a chicken period. It's a period. It's not a baby. It's a chicken period. That's exactly what that is. Uh, but yeah, I mean, and every now and then he'll break it. Like we'll get ramen, like really good made ramen. So he'll break it for that and stuff like that. But kudos to the man for just the mental fortitude for that. Because imagine giving up potatoes. And yeah, they are. And eat the skins. So yes, he does everything in butter or beef tallow. And I made Mexican rice because that's all they had, right? And we made caldo, which was the soup that you saw, and you have to have rice with it. And I'm Mexican, so I made the rice, which is the red rice. And I've made it for you before, and I usually use vegetable oil, right? They only had beef tallow, so I used that. Tasted 10 times fucking better, like instantly tasted better. So when are you going? Is it? Oh, I didn't know that. It tastes better too. I'll tell you what. That's some good stuff. Okay. Well, that's weird. Yeah, I can see that. That's good though. That's a positive thing. Yeah, that's how food's supposed to work. You can't leave a piece of chicken back there, you know. Well, that's really cool, actually. Now that you say that, that's sustainable too. Now you know how to make bread. Bam. Okay, yeah. Does require a little extra planning. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Well, and you guys grow vegetables too, don't you? That's what I'm more interested in currently. I mean, that's fair. That's just something I'm personally very interested in is growing food. Because I know like Holly and her parents are like, oh, it's almost time to get all the onions because they have a huge patch full of fucking onions they've been growing. Like, I think it's really cool. I don't know, and garlic with garlic snips and stuff. It's definitely something I want to get more into because like where your food comes from, it matters. You are what you eat. Right now, I'm Oscar Mayer bologna. I do. And if it wasn't meant to be eaten, then why did God cut it in half? That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, I mean, it's something I'm interested in personally, but it'll take me a little bit to get there. We actually saw a house the other day that we put an offer in for. Kind of stoked for it, but we'll see. Yeah. Uh, Tomorrow's soup day at work. Soup Friday. Everyone brings in a different soup. It's it's kind of something lame. I'm really excited for, but I've already got my all my stuff made. I just have to throw it all together in the crock pot first thing in the morning and let it rock. Chicken potato gnocchi. Yeah, super simple, super easy, but it's got a lot of rich flavor. So I usually throw spinach in it. No, it's light. That's what I was going for. Because everyone brings in like the baked potato and the tomato, and it's a lot, you know. So I'm trying to do something a little on the lighter side. I want to master Italian wedding soup, but I have not been able to close the gap on that yet. I just can't get the consistency right. I can't get the flavors right. Is that like clam chowder? Okay. Hmm. I'm sorry, that just doesn't sound great. Like, like the dried shrimps? Yeah. You see that guy on TikTok? So if you buy the cup noodle, right? The shrimp, it has little shrimps in it, dried shrimps. They reheat. Yeah, they reheat when you like boil them in the water or whatever. When you add hot water, they like rehydrate. He saved up all the dried shrimps over like 4 months, and he put them in a bowl of cereal, like a cereal bowl, and ate them with milk. It's disgusting. Hilarious, but disgusting. Depends on which family. My family's one at a time, youngest to oldest, everything, and it just goes up the chain. For Holly's family, which I found that I think I might enjoy more, is you get the right to say, "Don't open this until I'm watching," and they'll point and like label specific presents, like, "This is something really nice. Open this last. I want to see you open this." And if you don't call your dibs on watching them open a nice present, too bad, so sad, and everyone just opens everything at the same time. I think I prefer Holly's because I got the enjoyment. I got some. I gave some pretty nice gifts this year, so I got the enjoyment of seeing them open those gifts. So like, hey, open that last. Like, I want to see you open it. And then other than that, like, I got to open gifts. Like her dad was next to me. He's like, hey, look at this. I'm like, oh my god, look at what this. Look at this. And it was just faster, way faster, like 10 times faster. And then I still got to see him open like the really nice bottle of whiskey I got him, and I got to see her mom open the really nice Vera Bradley backpack that I got. You know what I mean? Like, I got the enjoyment, and it wasn't like 4 fucking hours of opening presents. But I don't have kids, so it might be different. Yeah, same. But I bet you they love your reaction when you get something that you really like and you didn't know you want it, like that fucking poster. Yeah, I could see that. I did see a TikTok. Um, it's relevant about how moms don't get stocking stuffers. Like, well, no, but so I thought about it, and I honestly don't remember a time where my mom opened a stocking, just in my childhood. So I got my mom really nice pens. She loves pens and calligraphy and all that. So I got really nice pens, and I slid them in her stocking. And it was a cool moment when everything was done. I was like, "Momo, did you check your stocking?" She's like, "What are you talking about?" She was like, "Are you fucking dumb?" I'm like, "There's something in your stocking for you." And she's like, and she said she had never had something in her stocking before. It's kind of nice. It's a thing. I don't know. I mean, it's just a stocking, but whatever. I just saved my dad trouble. I did it for him ahead of time before my mom got mad. And super bummed. My dad usually gets us scratchers in our stockings. No scratchers this year. He said, "Sorry, budget's tight post wedding." So, which I mean, we don't care. We don't care at all. He did. Oh, thank you. He did get us me and Holly big Yeti cooler for camping trips. So that was actually, I mean, like more than what I would have ever asked for. Those are so expensive. Yeah, they're crazy expensive. So he got it on base, so he got a deal for it. But it was still just like, thank you so much. Like I asked for camping stuff. That is in the line of camping stuff. He just went overboard. Oh, we have the truck. Hmm. Yeah, it's new. Well, it's not new. It was actually used to kill prostitutes. I have that article I can send you. I don't know if I should talk about that. It's my grandpa's truck. Yeah, the one that I drove while the Jeep was in the shop. He's like, "Here you go." I'm like, "Oh, okay." A Ram 1500. I mean, I'm not gonna complain. Double cab. I wouldn't say mega cab. Double cab. It's 100,000 miles. 2011. Decent truck. Just yeah. He has two SUVs as well. He paid this truck off like a long time ago. He has two SUVs. He can't. He's too old to get in and out of the truck. And when I was driving around for a couple weeks while the Jeep was in the shop, I told him when I gave him the keys back, like, this truck is fucking awesome. I love it. Thank you so much. Just being polite. So he said, "Here you go." Not yet. I feel kind of weird about the whole situation, so I haven't. And I don't have a place to park it. I don't have a house, so there's that too. Could still worth pretty penny. I bought it for 28. I think it's worth 19 right now. Yes, I have a truck. I feel weird about it. I don't. That's a big gesture. It sits in his garage. Like, he doesn't drive it. He takes great care of it. It's awesome. I love it. It's good. It was used to kill prostitutes, though. That is a factual thing. I'll send you the article in a second. But yeah. I mean, I don't know the specifics. I was. It's like it was a taboo thing to talk about. If that makes sense. So I don't. But I just sent you one of the articles right now. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Because that's not how you treat her. That's yeah. No, I mean, it makes sense. Yeah. Oh yeah. I believe it. It sucks. It doesn't suck, but it's interesting because you're right. If you were going by, like, I guess, I don't know how to explain it. Yeah. Oh, well, even then, she's a teenager, right? Or below a teenager. So she should have went before your wife. But that makes sense. Which isn't terrible. I don't know. Oh, I feel so bad for Carlos because I never know what to get him for Christmas. I did that on purpose. I'm gonna call them both by their names because they're individual people. But his wife, I know what to get her every goddamn year. She's the easiest person to shop for. Just huge fucking Harry Potter nerd. Oh my god, that's awesome. Did you get him a letter? You got to get him a letter. They're $10 on Etsy. Oh yeah, he's a pothead. It's cute though.
I tell you what, if they ever bring Fortnite or Harry Potter to Fortnite, he, I'm pretty sure he might have a stroke and die.
I'm surprised they haven't.
I am as well. Now that I say that,
And have you let him play the game?
I tried to get him to play it and he didn't.
He wasn't into it.
I went and bought it specifically for the Xbox to let him play it, and I did it for my wife too, and nobody played it really.
I mean,
I got the furthest in it.
I played and beat it. It's a good game. It's a solid RPG. It's not bad.
Yeah, yeah.
Holly and I are gonna do a playthrough here soon too. We're gonna do the whole I I I drive, she instructs. But Holly likes that stuff.
I tried to do that with my wife as well, and she was not about it.
But Holly likes watching people play video games. That's a thing that she enjoys.
Yeah, my wife just reads.
Nothing wrong with it, but oh, your
I
wife,
got her a control. I got her a control arm for her uh,
Kindle.
Kindle, that which she had a very blonde moment. She had it sitting sideways, and she's like, "My Kindle doesn't fit in it." See? I walked over and I'm like, "Are you kidding?" Turned it over, slid it open, slid it in. Oh, well, I'm glad you were here to help.
Well, at least she said thank you.
Wow.
At least she said thank you.
Yeah.
Your wife is also very easy to shop for just because I know her favorite book series.
She'll tell you that's not even her favorite book series.
That's what she said last year. That was her favorite.
Yeah. She says that kind of stuff just because she doesn't want to tell you what her actual favorite book series is.
Is it gross?
Probably. I don't know.
Uh,
She couldn't tell me.
It probably is. Probably grosser than Fourth Wing. I did get my mother the hardback of A Court of Thorns and Roses,
Okay.
like all three of them.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, she it was funny. It was last year at this time. Her boss had a birthday party, which was, I think I talked about it. It was super awkward to go to because it was just a bunch of fucking people that didn't know each other, all kind of knew her. I didn't really know her boss, and we're all sitting around this table, trying to talk. And the gal sitting next to me is actually a fucking dentist. Super nice gal,
Okay.
and I'm a social person. I got 1 year at work. I got called a chameleon
Okay.
because I can have a conversation with anybody. I will find common ground and
You're
we will find something to talk
you
about.
are a
And
good
that's about it.
you're a good salesman. I'll give you that.
I wasn't selling anything. I was just being polite and trying to talk about things.
Friendship is what you were selling, Matt. Continue.
And she starts talking about books, and I'm like, "Oh, my wife absolutely loves books." And she's talking about what she's reading. I'm like, "Honey, what are you reading right now?" And my wife, I know that she was going to know what I'm reading, and she just stops and she's like, I don't remember." And I'm like, "You know what you're reading right now? What are you reading right now?" I don't remember what I'm reading right now. She yells at me in the car later. She's like, "I can't tell people what I'm reading right now. It's inappropriate. I don't know what they're into." And I'm like, "You have told me that you read over 100 books this year.
Hmm.
You couldn't come up with one fucking book that you could be like, oh yeah, I'm reading this right
They
now."
were all smut. All of them. Every single one.
I'm just like, you couldn't come up with one, like, fucking anything. You could have said anything at that point. You could have said Harry Potter, and it would have been fine.
No,
You're already reading through Harry Potter.
they would have judged her, even if it's a reread.
So,
You got some judgment.
I tell people that I'm reading Red Rising for the fourth time all the time.
Yeah, because you probably are. Fucking.
I am. That's what I do.
I gotta get you another set of books you'll like as much. That's hard though. That's a hard fucking threshold because
It's impossible.
Pierce Brown really knocked that whole series out of the park. I don't.
You can't say that. You haven't read them all.
I've read the main series, and that's the most important one.
It's no, no.
It is. Well, I'm gonna die on that hill.
Morning Star, or the last one, the Lightbringer. No, that's is that the last
Lightbringer's the latest one because
The
it's
latest one.
Red God is next.
Yep. Lightbringer is amazing.
I ordered them. I have them paperback. I just gotta get down to reading them. I can't listen to it. I cannot listen to it. I can listen to it after I've read it. But Red Rising, there's so much to it that you have to pay attention.
Yep. See, and I think that's the ADD like in my brain to where like I can if you come in and like there's a show on, if somebody puts a show on and like halfway through it, are you able to sit down and just watch the show? Or are you like, nope, we have to start this from the beginning or I don't want to fucking watch it?
No, I'll watch it. I just won't. I'll try. Like I'll focus a little too hard and like try to figure out what's going on.
I can usually figure it out pretty quick.
I mean, most shows are like that.
Exactly. And my AD, I don't know. TikTok tells me that it's my ADD brain, like, is able to figure things out, and you're just used to looking for patterns.
Speaking of that, a show that Holly and I have been watching, it's been really great, is Night Watch on Hulu.
Okay.
It's cops, but for EMS. Which there are some cops and some firefighters in it too.
Well, yeah, obviously with EMS.
But it follows a few EMS crews in different big cities, and it's the most accurate depiction I've ever seen of EMS. But that's because it's following actual EMS personnel. So
So it's not an actual. It's like a reality show.
I would say it's definitely something you put on the background, 100%. And she will. She eats it up. She loves it. And I'll like a patient will come, like the call will come through, and I'll look at her and be like, all right, so that's going to be sepsis because of the age, heart rate, and like this, that, and the other. And like 20 minutes later, they're like, oh, it turns out the patient had sepsis. Uh, which is gratifying for me. But what's even more gratifying is as a medical professional, you watch these medical shows and you only see them fucking up, right? Because that's what you're trained to do, is just to catch the fuck ups. These are real EMS crews providing real care, and they do not fuck up.
I
They're
don't really know how that's going because my insurance company is in the fucking city.
Yeah, the city. These are county, like it's city employees. But it's really interesting. It's really fun.
If you have time, what I would really like for you to do is, do you have Netflix?
I do.
You should watch a show called Outlast.
Like the
It's not
game.
a long show, um, because I watched it. There's only like 8 or 10 episodes. They're like 45 minutes each. But it's like you've seen Alone. You've heard of the premise of Alone, right?
No.
Okay. Well, essentially, Alone is you go to Alaska, you're by yourself, and you just have to survive. The last person there surviving wins.
Okay.
You can either tap out on your own. They can medically, like, they come and check on you every so often. They're like, if you lose too much weight, you get sick, they'll come and pull you out.
Fair.
Outlast was a little bit different take on it, to where they started off and they brought in 16 people and they said, you have to be on a team. You have to be on a team to win. If you get kicked off a team, the rest of your team quits, whatever. You either have to join a new team within 24 hours or you're off the show.
Okay.
And there were some very interesting dynamics that went on. And I would really like you to watch it. And, like, there was some real, I thought, very interesting philosophies that were put onto it.
Well, I mean,
So,
if it's a last man standing kind of show and someone wants to join your team, you can tell them to fuck right off because that increases your chances of winning.
just watch it.
Okay.
Watch just the first season, and I would love to converse about it.
Okay. I'll tell Holly and she'll be into it. So
Yeah. But we are at time.
yes, we are.
So hopefully next week you can get that done in a week. If not, I
Uh,
don't want to. We'll figure something else out.
Next Friday? Nope. Oh, maybe next Friday.
Next Friday we go to Omaha for a big wrestling tournament. We leave Friday and we wrestle Saturday, maybe possibly Sunday.
We will figure it out then.
Yeah. Get your shit
Oh shit.
All right. Well, we have reached the end of the show. Um, Thomas, go ahead and say goodbye to
This
everybody.
has been the Sammies&Beer podcast. Thank you again, everybody, for tuning in. All one of you. It's been a great show. It's been a great time. We're sorry for babbling, but this is recently the only time I get to talk to my buddy, so I would kind of milk it a little bit. Please follow us on the aforementioned social media platforms. We're on TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube, as well as Twitch. Give us a sub if you would like. If not, go fuck yourself. Other than that,
Go fuck yourself.
last words, Matt.
Toodles.
Toodles.